talk to you. We want to do an unedited video.
Hi.
This is a British bar, by the way, British cafe and club. This is kind of a casual walking around video.
Hi.
And we want to talk about dating sites in Japan. Taking a break, man. I'm out at 7:20 a.m. on a Wednesday morning. I'm out here training by myself because I can do that by myself. Now, a lot of you ask me about learning Japanese, and it's something that a lot of you try to do by yourself. Some people can do it by themselves, I gotta be honest, but most people can't. I myself spent the first year studying by myself, and I actually got quite far. But after the first year, I enrolled in a proper Japanese school, and I realized how much time I had wasted, and I really wish that I had had someone to guide me the first year. I had no one. If you are studying by yourself somewhere in the world where you do not have access to a proper Japanese teacher, I highly recommend italki.com. We are partnered with them. Check out the link in the description for a special deal for you if you join up. It's really easy site to use. It's convenient. They have professional teachers there. All you have to do is go there, pick a language, pick a teacher, schedule a class. Easy as pie. Thanks for watching. Check out the links in the description, and turn on your subtitles for this video because today's video is a casual chat with Tomoko sensei about dating sites, as you can see by the title above. Online dating sites and why they are not popular in Japan. And hopefully we'll get some recommendations from you regarding dating sites and what sites are good and reliable, if any. Let us know what you think in the comments. And as always, if you like the video, please subscribe, please leave a comment. And mostly for me, you know, the subscription is nice, but mostly for me, I want the interaction. I want to hear your comments. I want to hear what you think. And if you like the video, if you like the casual, unstructured format, let us know that as well, and give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Back to jogging. Hey guys, unedited video from Victor.
Tomoko desu.
Okay. We're meeting, today we're meeting Kelly.
Hi.
Who's coming tonight? I don't even know.
Kelly and Tom.
Tom goes to Matsubara. Andre is coming.
Oh, I don't know.
And some guy named Tyler. Tyler. Okay. New YouTuber coming soon. Okay, he's almost as handsome as me. Almost. Almost. Oh, I've been here. I was here the other day. Yeah, I went here. So, okay. Anyway, well, today we want to talk to you. We want to do an unedited video.
Hi.
This is a British bar, by the way, British cafe and club. This is kind of a casual walking around video.
Hi.
And we want to talk about dating sites in Japan. Because the other day I was tricked into joining a dating site called TWOO. T-W-O-O.
T-W-O-O?
And when I got an email from it, and I checked it out, and it said, you know, your friends are on here. So I looked at it, and a bunch of YouTubers were on there. So I thought it's legit because two of them are married, and then my neighbor was on there, which I thought was really weird because I didn't even know she had a media site, I didn't know she was on social media.
Are they married?
She's single, but she's my neighbor. So, you know, I don't think my neighbor wants to date me. She knows I'm married. And the other two YouTubers were married, or are married. So I joined the site, and when I joined it, it automatically emailed everybody. And I had to put something on Facebook, and it was embarrassing. And so I had to apologize to my wife. She's like, what did you send me? It was pretty funny. But at the same time, just by chance, it was an article on yahoo.com about dating site. And last week, one of my students, who's actually a high school teacher and divorced, was asking me how she could meet a guy. And I've never tried it, but I hear that a lot of you out there on the internet meet people on the internet, right? Have you do you have any friends?
Yes.
Who have met people?
In America.
Japanese friends?
Yes, Japanese friends.
So you have Japanese friends who met their boyfriend, girlfriend?
Boyfriend.
On the internet?
American.
On the internet?
On the internet.
Yeah, and I think a couple of you have told me, I get emails all the time about, oh, I met this girl online and stuff. Where do you guys meet your I don't know, girlfriends or boyfriends? Yeah. Let us know what site you're using. We're curious, because I want to recommend a site to my student. She's I think like 50 or so. I don't know her age, of course. But I was reading an article on yahoo.com about dating sites and how Japanese suck at putting up pictures, right?
Especially men?
I don't know. They didn't say especially men. Okay. Now, a couple of facts about Japan. As you know, Japan is losing its population. They say in about 45 years, Japan's population will drop from 127 million to 87 million. So they're going to lose about 40 million people. Okay. Unless we get a lot of immigrants, which is probably not going to happen.
We have to have a baby.
Yes. We have to have a baby. You heard it. She just asked me to impregnate her. Well, I'll have to ask my wife for permission. No, so yeah, Japan is going to lose its population. So Japan has to do something about it. So Japan is seriously, worried about this. Now, shoshika, declining birth rate, right? Now, there's some comedian, some Indian comedian, I forget, Anzi Sasiri or something, and he wrote a book about many things. But in the book, he talks about Japanese will post pictures of rice cookers or cats or with their friends, but they don't put jidori. They don't put pictures of themselves alone.
So was that on purpose?
Yeah.
They put.
Why?
Because they don't have confidence.
And there's another reason. Remember, charai.
チャラく見られたくない.
Yeah, they don't want to appear charai, and there's not a good word for charai. I think. What do you think charai means? Like light?
Yes, light.
You're light. Like kind of ditzy? Like Marilyn Monroe or something?
Marilyn Monroe is not charai.
What is she? Well, who's charai? Who's it? Oh, Lola.
Lola. Talent, celebrity.
Yeah. So, but that's like Marilyn Monroe, like ditzy, like shiranai. No, that's Marilyn. That's charai. But, yeah, but the article uses the word douchey.
Douchey.
Yeah. You know, like Tikio Sam. Tikio Sam kind of douchey.
でもサムはいい人よ.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Yeah, but he portrays a douchey character on the internet.
そっか.
I don't know if that's his real personality. Well, I do too. I mean, sometimes I say something douchey. Oh, everyone says something douchey sometimes. Oh, there's a TV show called Who's That Girl? Or The New Girl. And they have a douche. They have a douche jar. Every time you do something douchey, then you have to put money in the jar, in the douche jar. But anyway, apparently in Japan, posting selfies.
そうね.
自撮りの写真、なんていうの？自撮り写真？
自撮り写真は自撮り。自撮り写真。
自撮り写真. If you post a 自撮り写真, you will appear. You will. Oh yeah. Selfie も言うの?
日本語.
Oh, the word selfie has become Japanese. So if you post a selfie 写真, you will appear douchey. So Japanese suck at posting good pictures to their site, to their turn around. I'm bossing her around. Someone gave me shit for bossing me around. And give me that food. You're a little charai, right? Anyway, so the question is, what dating sites exist if you are trying to meet someone? Right, that's one question. The other question is, what was it? No, the other question, not really a question, but what are we going to do about Japanese? They don't know how to use dating sites.
そうで、結構嘘が多いって書いてあるよ。
Yeah, there is another reason. 嘘が多い. Uso is lie. Oiga means there are many lies. Yeah, and there in the 1990s there was a big scandal. There was a dating site that tricked people into joining and charged them per message. No, I'm sorry, they didn't trick them into joining. They just they paid employees to pretend to be hot women. And then you had to pay money to email them. And you had to pay per message. And recently there was some scandal. Just recently, I think it was May or this year. Anyway, sometime I'll put a link to it.
So it's business.
It's business, yeah. And they made $53 million.
Wow.
Yeah. So we should try that. Sounds like a good business model. Yeah. You don't have to pose. You're a woman, so you just have to write emails. Actually, I don't know why they would hire men to do women's work. They could hire women to do the same thing. Yeah, they could just pay women to do it. That's strange, huh? So, and this is a story I don't believe, but there was another site that apparently had 1.27 million members, and only one of them was a woman.
Only one of them
was a woman. Everyone else was a man. So that's hard to believe, but anyway, because of stories like this in the media, Japanese are reluctant to join dating sites.
でもデーティングサイト使わないとさ、結婚しないじゃないみんな。で、子供も増えないじゃない。
But they're not using it now. How are Japanese meeting each other? How are your friends meeting? How are your friends meeting?
そうだよね。私はそのお見合いだけど、でもみんな友達と友達。
No, no. Like if you're divorced or if you're single, how do you meet
それ
someone?
難しいよやっぱ。
It's difficult, huh? Do you have any friends who got remarried?
Remarried or no?
No.
But
No one wants to get remarried. Would you get remarried?
Looking
Do
for.
you want to get remarried?
だから私は
If you got divorced or if your husband died, would you get remarried? Do she? Would you get remarried or?
Nope.
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 Once is enough?
Nope. いいじゃねもう。
I don't know. I think if my wife died, sorry honey, I'm saying.
そんなこと今考えない方がいい
If
よ。
my wife died and I still had the kid, I would get remarried just I need a mom for the kid.
そういうこと
But if the kid died too, then I'd probably
何を考え
move to Bali and live out my life as a hermit or something. That would be pretty tragic, you know. I think I'd want to be alone for the rest of my life.
You don't have to think.
Yeah, that's true. But my mind is always thinking about what happens, you know. When my wife was having the baby, I was worried she's gonna die. Then I was like, oh my god. I'm always worried. When you're happy, I don't know about you guys, but when I'm happy, I'm worried. Like I'm so happy right now, I'm worried something bad's gonna happen.
That's a human being.
You think so?
だと
I
思う
thought
よ。
just me. Do you feel that way?
幸せな時はちょっと不安になるんじゃない
You feel that way? Really? So I think it's always to feel a little bit miserable.
ミゼラブルってい
Yeah.
うか、
それいいね。
ウォーリーじゃなくて
It's always good to be worried about something and be unhappy a little bit. That way you don't.
なんで全部ハッピーって人はね、そんなさ。
Anyway, that's our video for today.
ああ、そうなのなんか分かった。
So Japanese don't use online dating sites because because most of them are scams or they have the reputation of being scams, right? In Japan.
そうじゃあ何か
So we don't know.
Good way. Good
Yeah, I don't know.
way は何
Maybe we should open up a dating site.
We?
Yeah, we can interview everybody to make sure they're real.
The real. Not right. Not
Yeah, they're not like
No
fake,
more lies.
like fake profiles. No more lies. They're not fake profiles. Yeah, you would think that's the best way. I think the best way to have a dating site is just to interview. Well, they do those. There are those wedding centers at Nagoya Station. I remember.
あるよ。
There's like a big sign that says we will like a what is the introduction site, right?
イントロダクションだね。
And they'll find someone for you. So
そうだね。
those places exist. They must be expensive though.
まあそうそう高いよ。毎月 every month.
Really, you have to pay every month.
Yes, I think so.
So it's like a dating site.
まあそうね。
So that is how some Japanese people find dates or find. But those are people who want to get married, right?
そうね。じゃあ他の国は違うのね。
So that's why my I want to say my student. She's also a teacher though, so she's kind of like. Check that out. See that? Girl was hot. What's your name? Hot, right? Okay. She looked a little charai though, right? And you notice how she walked? She couldn't. No, her high heels. She couldn't walk with the high heels. She couldn't bend her legs properly. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, that's why my student, who is a high school teacher, does not want to try dating sites. She doesn't believe them. She thinks they're all scams. And the other reason, she said she knew about the Ashley Madison. You know about that?
Ashley Madison?
So Ashley Madison is a famous American dating site.
Wow.
And there was a scandal about just 2 weeks ago. Some hackers hacked all the information, and they were threatening to reveal everyone's name on the dating site. But
real name?
yeah. But Ashley Madison is for cheaters, for people who want to cheat on their spouses, right? It seems that seems really weird to join a dating. I would never trust a dating site. Anyway, well, especially if you wanted to cheat. That's like, why would you tell anybody I want to cheat? That's like evidence, right?
まあね、そうだね。エビデンスになっちゃうね。
Anyway,
はい。
I have a criminal mind. Okay.
なんかよくわかんないけど、まあね。
Anyway, so they know about the Ashley dating scandal in Japan too, and that only adds to the distrust of dating sites.
そうだね。どうしたらいいのね、じゃあね。
Anyway,
Should we do
so
should we じゃなくて should
let
we?
us know what you think about dating sites. Have you ever used them? Do you use them? And can you recommend any good ones?
そうそう。
Right?
Recommend good ones.
Yeah. Leave it in the description.
To my friends.
Yeah, and we'll tell our friends. Okay, thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you for
Bye.
watching.
This is from Kanayama. From Kanayama.
山でーす。
From Kanayama. All right.
またロン
Bye.
グロングロング。